Thomas Thomas and Friends Toy Adventures is is proud to pre- is proud to present in season 1, episode 1, Duck the Quarry Engine. It was a busy day at Farquhar Quarry, and Chad had the dark green E2 tank engine who and is shunting some trucks ready is shunting some trucks looks ready to be taken to Brennan docks. Come along, come along, come along, you chosen trucks. We need to make sure that you're all prepared before you head to the docks later on this afternoon. Oh, oh, no need to be so rough. But however, since there need to be a lot of trucks and need to head to the Brennan docks, Hawks, sin, Hawks, Sutton has decided to put Duck and James on Ames to help out Chad with the to help settle with the trucks. So that way they will make it to the docks on time. And since they have no jobs available at the moment, you know, Duck, I'm the one. I'm the one who should be. I think I'm the one that I need to be at the front. After all, I am a tender engine, and I am a bitch, and I am much more stronger than you are. I don't think so, James. I think it'll be a bit better. I think it'll be a bit better that if I'm at the front because oh, I know, because, the last time we were, do you remember the last time? That you were at the front of the heavy train? Uh, well, oh, ouch. Yeah, that may be so, but still though, I've learned a lot ever since then, and I am definitely sure that I won't let that happen again. And that may be so, James, but still though, I think it should be wise that I will be at the front and you'll have to be at the back. Ugh, yeah, fine, Duck, whatever you say. Soon Soon after, for a few minutes, James and Duck arrived at the quarry. Chad was waiting. Hello, hello, Duck. Hello, James. Hi, Chad. How are things looking at the quarry? Well, everything is running good. Good. I guess you guys came here to help? Yep, we sure are. I just need to fill up on water first. Do you know if there's a water tower anywhere? Well, it should be on that corner right there. Right. Thank you. Right. Thank you, Chad. Right. Thank you, Chad. And therefore, Duck set off to the water tower. But while Duck was filling up on water, James had an idea. A very naughty idea. He puffed up towards Chad. Hey, Chad. Yes, James? I was wondering if we can both have a hangout today while we wait for Duck. I'm not too sure that would be a great idea, James, because we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do today. Hey, and besides, Duck might need our help to take the train into the docks later on. Oh, come on. I'm sure it'll be fine. But Chad still wasn't so sure. Okay. Alright. Eat. Alright. We'll do it. James James smiled, and soon he puffed, and soon him and Chad puffed away. But just as soon as they left, Duck returned. Hello, hello guys, I'm ready for work now. But when Duck looked, Chad and James were nowhere to be seen. Oh bother, guess I'll have to jump the trucks myself. Oh, oh. So therefore Duck did. But while Duck was at the quarry, Chad and James, are having a great time with their hangout. Out. Okay, James, I think it's high time we should return to the quarry now. Duck is probably wondering where we are, and he's arranging the trucks. James still did not want to see Duck, had came up with another idea. How about let's head up on the coast of how about let's head on down to the seaside, he said. And Chad still wasn't too sure. Or okay, let's go there. And therefore Chad and James went to the seaside. Meanwhile, back at the quarry, Duck had just finished shutting his train, and now he is waiting, and now he is preparing to leave. But James and Chad were not back yet. Oh, I hope those two don't take too long. I hope these two don't take too long, because this train needs to depart soon, and I can't pull the train by myself. Just then, Toby puffed in with Henrietta. They were dropping off quarry workers. Hello, Duck. Hello, Toby. What are you doing? What are you doing sitting there? I thought you and James had a train to take to the docks later on today. Well, we were, but unfortunately though, James and Chad have unexpectedly left the quarry, and now I'm having to do all the work by myself. Oh, but since you're here now, do you think you can help me? Ugh, I'm sorry, Duck. I wish I can, but I have other jobs to do. But I have more passengers I need to pick up, and I also have more jobs to do. But I'm pretty sure James and Chad will be back very soon. And soon, with that, Toby and Henrietta exit out of the quarry. Don't worry, Duck, called Henrietta. I'm pretty sure they'll be back very soon. But Duck still wasn't so sure. Meanwhile, James and Chad were enjoying the seas and the sandy beaches of the seaside. James was really enjoying it, but Chad was still not very sure. Okay, James, I think it's high time we need to head back to the quarry for reals now, because I'm pretty sure Duck had already prepared the train, And you and him need to leave to get to the docks. But James still did not want to help Duck, so he came up with another place for them to go. I know. How about let's head how about I'll show you how about let's head I know. How about how how about let's head to how about let's head to oh how about let's head to Nafa Station and this how about let's head to Nafa Station. I'm pretty sure there's gotta be something exciting there. Chad still wasn't so sure. Alright. But Justice stopped, and then we need to head back to the quarry. And soon, with that, Chad and James sat up to Nafa Station. James was having a great time. Duck, on the other hand, wasn't having a great time. He was still waiting for James and Chad to come back. It had been over 12 minutes, and the train needed to be departed very soon, and so far there was no sign of the green tankin. There was still no sign of Chad or James. Ugh, I guess I'll have to take the train by myself if I have to. Oh, and so with that, Duck hurried up to the train and he puffed away. Duck was soon rolling along down the main line with the stone train clattering behind him. It was heavy, but Duck was determined to get the job done as quick as he can. Soon they came up to Gordon's Hill. But just as soon as Duck was about to climb up the hill, the trucks began their naughty tricks as always. Hold back, they said. Duck tried his best to not let the trucks beat him. And soon he arrived at the top. But when he began to reach downhill, the trucks began pushing him. On. And soon, banging their buffers, they pushed Duck downhill. On. They yelled. Stop pushing me, Duck shouted, but the trucks wouldn't listen. They were having so much fun. They just kept pushing. They just kept going faster and faster. Duck tried to put on his brakes, but they weren't strong enough against the heavy train. And even his brake van, and even with the combined efforts with the brake van and Duck was still not. It still wasn't. They still weren't strong enough to slow down the heavy train. But up ahead there was trouble. Toby was dropping off some passengers. I was at Marin Station, but he was unaware that Duck was coming along the same line. Hmm, hmm, hmm. But however, uh, Duck saw Duck saw Toby on Henrietta, and he knew that he wasn't going to be able to stop in time. Oh no, Toby, look out! No, Toby looked behind him and he saw Duck. Toby knew he wouldn't have enough time to move out of the station, so he just completely stayed still. But luckily, the signalman saw saw the runaway duck in his train, and he quickly changed the points and turned him into a siding. Yeah, yeah. Just then, everything happened at once. Luckily, no one was hurt. Right, but 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 the trucks were derailed. But the trucks were completely derailed. But luckily, Duck and the brake van were able to stay on the rails. Oh dear, what was the top of hat to say now? Just then, just then, and Chad and James puffed by. And Chad was carrying some balloons inside his cab. Now, now, he was shocked to see that Duck was pulling a heavy train all by himself. Duck, Duck, were you trying to take this train all by yourself? Yes, I was, he said. Eh, but why? You know you should have never taken you should know better that you should not take a heavy train without a back engine. I know, but you two were taking so long that I didn't want to wait any longer to prevent any further delays. James knew that this was all his fault and he didn't want to get into trouble, so therefore he decided to lie about it. Sorry, Doug, but I keep telling Chad many times that we had to get back to work as soon as possible. After What? You didn't say that. Oh, James. Ahem. Oh dear. Chad and James soon put the trucks back on the rails. Those, but the Topham Hat was still not very happy. I know, naughty James and Chad had left you all on your own, Duck, but you should know better not to take a heavy train in without a back engine. I know, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but it's just those two were taking so long. Had taken so long that I decided not to wait for them anymore. And that is how accidents happen. And like I said, I understand, and that James and Doug had left you all by yourself, but it's but taking the train all by yourself is going to lead to an accident. And yes, sir, I'm very sorry, sir. Once, once Sir Topham Hatt was finished with Duck, Sir Topham Hatt then spoke to James and Chad. As, as for you two, but he spoke to James very severely. As for you, James, 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 Doc told me I've heard that you have been trying to distract Chad from doing his work. And the least to say, I am not pleased with you at all. But sir, I no. No, I don't want to hear it. James, you can, James, you shall go back to the shed, and I shall have a talk with you later. Yes, sir. Chad, do you think you can help? Do you think you can help Duck with the train and take it to the docks? Yes, sir. Will do. James pulled a little frown on his face. He knows that his plan had failed. Chad and Duck soon arrived at the docks with the heavy stone train, and so that way Cranky can load it. So that way Cranky can load them up. But unfortunately though, because of how late they were, the ship had already left, and the next ship that was supposed to take the stone won't come in until tomorrow. Oh, they both felt very silly indeed. Once they finished delivering the train to the docks, Sir Topham Hatt had a huge talk with the engines. And you three had caused a lot of confusion and delay today. But luckily, you should be thankful that no one was seriously hurt. But however, now since that you guys have run the stone train late, the next ship that is going to take the stone won't come here for at least another day. And James, since you're the one that started all this, you'll be on quarry. You'll be helping out. You'll be helping out Chad at the quarry for throughout the remainder of the week. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Good. Now you excuse me. I need to go home. I need to head home. And therefore, Sir Topham Hatt drove away. Duck knew that James had made him do all the work by himself. But he couldn't help but still felt. But all he hopes is that. But he still felt a bit. But he still felt a bit sorry for the red engine. But he still for the red engine. But he also hopes that he will hopefully learn his lesson, and hopefully he will learn how to work together with him. But I think the chances of that are, and I sure hope James will learn his lesson eventually. Wouldn't you agree?